Hello everyone, this is Gary from Trollcat Productions. I was in the middle of making the next episode, which we're going to call episode 3, even though it's kind of the 4th, and I decided I would put together a quick making of video, since we've actually had a lot of people ask how we make it. I'm sure a few people are pretty interested. So first things first, what I do is I dress up as Dr. Steele, because I actually like creating as Dr. Steele. If you don't know who he is, Google him. Maybe don't. I don't know. It's up to you. But then this is what my moon look. Wait, my moon. I'm pretty sure my moon looked a little bit more funky than this. I think it's taken away some of my stuff. But anyway, there's a whole bunch of unnamed levels, mostly named movie set. It's a little bit messy, but I seem to remember which ones are which. Some of these are from older episodes, versions of the same shop. Currently I'm working on this one. This is for the latest episode. I'll show you what's going on in there. So yes, this is pretty much just going to quickly show off. First of all, spawn in the sky with a large, very untidy block of dark matter to catch me in, because this is actually the area in which the camera, our main movie camera, is set off. It looks a bit untidy, but this is never seen on camera. You're going to see a lot of untidy things here. All the stuff that looks good is made by Sam. Sam is our creator. He's fantastic. All the stuff that looks like absolute crap is made by me. I'm an animator, I guess, and writer, and stuff like that. This is the street that you usually see. I tend to keep the camera angles above ground. Behind that denied sign, there are a couple of characters from episode 3 which I'm not really going to spoil. So yeah, this is the set that you all know and love, and Sonic Diner. Yeah, that's in there. Possible spoilers. So here's one of our new characters that we're bringing into this episode. And there's Rob covered in blood. I guess you'll have to watch the episode to figure out why. So, this is a general set that you know of, and there is a camera up here. But before I show you that, I want to show you some of the messy bits, because that's what you want to see. You want to see the grit behind it. First of all, there is a room back here which I made because Sam actually put a door there, and in this episode we need the back room for characters to retreat to. And I guess we'll keep that door open from now on in future episodes, but yeah, that's the gritty back studio back there. And this is the thing, is that in this, I actually have a set on top of a set here. I've got most of the set here, look, to sort of recreated in exactly the same way, with me and Rob are both up there. Basically the problem was that this camera here can only zoom in so far, but if I actually moved all of this one whole row forward so I can get some decent zoom ins, it kind of just opens up more angles for me to switch between. And people have been asking, do you create this as one big thing on Little Big Planet? Is this viewable on Little Big Planet? No. This isn't even remotely viewable on Little Big Planet, because what I actually do is I get my headset and I will set up the camera shot as follows, and then I will take this guy, for example, and I will set it so that he actually has some audio going on. I'll pick up the headset, there we go, and I will record his line. Here is some example dialogue. I hope you enjoy it. Here is some example dialogue. I hope you enjoy it. Here is some example dialogue. I hope you enjoy it.
Blah blah.
I perform it 3 times because what I actually do is I take the best one, because Little Big Planet's lip sync system is very hit and miss. I record it as many times as I feel necessary. The longer the line, the more times it's best to perform it. And then I take the best one and I edit. I snip that out and edit it in using Final Cut. which is very good editing software, quite expensive as well unless you pirate it. Now, just quickly address this large ugly block here, which is never on camera. That's actually to straight up correct the shadowing on this upper area, because there isn't a roof to create that shadowing around that area there. Pretty much just to keep things looking consistent even when they're not. Oh, and another thing about creating the dialogue, got to make sure that nobody else has dialogue either, so I often create redundant animations, that just redundant characters that are not on screen can just play through. Now, what I then do is I record that by setting up the recording software, which we have. We use an EasyCap DC60. I wouldn't recommend getting that unless you have Windows XP, because I don't think it really works too well on Windows 7. I use it on a Mac, which is surprisingly easier, even though it's not made for it. And I use Final Cut to edit in the stuff. So I then save changes, and I will allow the animation to loop over and over again, so that I can get the best version of it.
Here is some example dialogue. I hope you enjoy it. Here is some
Okay.
example dialogue.
Then I will take that and I will put it into Final Cut, chop it up. If the lip syncing isn't perfect, I'm a bit crazy about this stuff. I will go in and do it again. I'm never happy when I have to go in and do it again, because, to be fair, I think the lip syncing should be just a tad better. Sometimes it misses out words like smooth. The word smooth in particular has been a huge problem for me, so I've often had to replace it with other words to get the Sackboys to actually say the thing that I want them to say. But as long as I get the lip syncing out there, put it into Final Cut, the audio is awful and everyone is voice acted by me, but then what we do is we dub over that audio using Final Cut. Now, the first episode we didn't do that way. We actually animated to existing audio. We recorded the audio first, animated to it. That took quite a lot longer and was way harder. This way it leaves me with a little bit more flexibility to do what I want, and I often change a lot of the script in animation anyway, because it seems to flow a bit better. Anyway, this has been your look into episode 3 and how we make the series. Hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.